Happy Boxing Day. I want to share a text message that I got from a guy on Christmas Eve, and it really made me happy. And I'll explain a little bit about this guy after I read you his text message. So excuse me if I don't look at the screen while I read the message. Hi Debbie, I just wanted to let you know that I've been happily dating a lady that I met at your speed dating night in July. I found your speed dating nights were a perfect fit for me, as they made me talk to 14 or so different women regardless of how nervous I felt. The 2 one-on-one coaching sessions I had with you totally changed the way I thought about dating and what I needed to do to get a match, and then go from getting a match at speed dating to a first date and a second date, and then to how to move that on. Now, he tells me the lady's name, but I'm not going to share that, is the lady I've been dating, and so far we seem to be a really good match with each other. Now this is 5 months, and he tells me how excited he is that they're spending their first Christmas together and wanting to thank me. And then he ends off by saying, so thank you for all your help and advice on all things dating and for running such great events. Merry Christmas. So, okay, great success story. And this guy is 57. And his text couldn't have made me happier. So the guy's 57, and when he came to me, he came first for a coaching session because he hadn't dated in 15 years. And, you know, he found that he was getting some advice from his mates, or he's getting some advice from their mates' wives, and it wasn't doing anything. And he got to the point at 57 where he wanted to have a relationship, just didn't know how to go about it. And, you know, he came to the one coaching session and I gave him some tips and tricks. Then he came to a few events and, you know, wanted to find out how to progress from getting a match to actually being successful, which we were able to navigate. And he did amazingly well. Like, he took on board everything. And within, I think I met him first in February, and by July he met someone as a relationship. So it's never too late to have and find the love that you want. And he really couldn't be happier. So that's why that message on Christmas Eve really brought a smile to my face. So I want to say that that can be you. And bear in mind, this guy had been getting advice from his mates, from their wives, and it hadn't been doing anything. And I do find that if you do what you've always done, you do get the same results. So if things haven't been working for you, it's time to mix it up, and it's time to get some expert advice. I don't know about you, that when it comes to, I don't know, say diet and exercise, there's so much contrary, you know, advice and opinions out there. You'll often go, try this, or try that, and nothing seems to work. And I feel the same goes for dating. And that's why going to someone that's an expert, that can get you different results, like this client who's 57, happily in this relationship 5 months later, because he took on board what he needed to do. Now, he also got himself out of his comfort zone, because I want to tell you, nothing, well, the same shit happens in your comfort zone, doesn't it? Everything different happens outside of your comfort zone, and it doesn't feel comfortable to start with, okay? But that's the place that you get results and you get something different happen. So, you know, I really, that text message made me so happy, and that could be you. And like I said, this guy's 57, his life has drastically changed, and he hadn't been dating for 15 years. Now, enough of that. I want to tell you what we've got coming up. So, you know, January is a different month. Most months of the year I run speed dating. I tend not to run as many. I may run 1 or 2 in January, but I'm going to focus a lot more on some social events, and I'm really excited about the events that we've got coming up. The first event that we've got coming up is a New Year's Eve party, and tickets are selling really good. The numbers so far are good. And we're at a venue where we've used twice before, so we've got rid of any teething problems we had at that venue to start with. There will be some live music, and we're on the river, and there will be fireworks at midnight. So if you're looking for something fun to do, you don't want to spend New Year's on your own, make sure you grab a ticket. It really is going to be a fun night. After New Year's, I've got an over 40s brunch. on a Sunday. So it's bottomless brunch, and when we're talking bottomless, we're talking mimosas, bubbles, and we call it champagne, bubbles, and Bloody Marys. Okay, we're not talking clothing. Yeah, that's really relaxed. Focus is friendship first, but we usually get equal numbers, and it's a couple of hours where you'll get to move around and chat to people, so definitely worth it. On the Wednesday after that, I've got a workshop for women. So if coaching is a little bit too daunting or too expensive for you, come along to the workshop. The ones that I've run before, people are getting good results. They're learning stuff that they haven't learnt before. And, you know, one of the ladies said it's the best money that she's ever spent, which is really good. Then my most exciting event that I've got is on the 18th of January. We have the trip to Rottnest. So it's an afternoon trip. I think we leave around 2:30 in the afternoon, go to Rottnest, and we get back to Fremantle at 8:40, which, you know, if you want to come join us at one of the local pubs afterwards, it's going to be a really fun, relaxed afternoon. And we've got a really super special. So it's only $55, and you get your ferry trip to Rottnest and back. You get a hosted singles event. Now, I haven't included drinks or food because I kind of think, you know, I want to keep the price down, and what you might want to buy is unique to each of you. So there is something for most people coming up from New Year's to January, and I will post some more events. So that's it from me on Boxing Day. Now, I was so sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm going to say one more thing. I didn't know that Boxing Day is only a Commonwealth country thing. So countries like America and I think even Singapore, they probably don't have Boxing Day. So we're lucky enough to have 2 public holidays in a row at Christmas. And I love Boxing Day. And I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a good day. Anyway, nice chatting. Bye.